Hello everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to be talking about the Divine Grace spawn that just came out. First thing I want to cover before anything else is two things. First thing first, if you're looking for SSRs, if you need SSRs, start off and all that funky jazz, or maybe you just want SSRs for the living crap of it. You want to do this the first time. For the 15 gems, do the spawn for the first time for the 15 gems. It offers, all the SSRs are offered at a, well, not all the SSRs, but SSR rates are offered at a 12% chance, so they're the second highest out of, I think, Unison League history that you can actually obtain them in. I mean, like, it could go up to, like, I think 12.1 or something like that would be, like, technically the second highest, but it's still, like, at the 12%, so I'm just kind of rounding it, to be fairly honest. The first highest was a special spawn, but I don't think they're going to come out with rates like that again. They were at 15% for an SSR, so that means people are just getting them off the bat, like completely off the bat. But anyways, this is the second highest rates for SSRs, so if you're looking to get more SSRs, I recommend doing this for the first time for 15 gems, because it would definitely be worth it. Okay, with that being said, moving on from there, they don't have any rates up for the monsters in here, so it's going to be harder to obtain them through the gear spawn. But I have heard from my guild, I'm not sure if this is true, but I've heard from my guild that the scrolls, they actually have high rates for the scrolls in this spawn. Now usually when you're doing treasure spawns, they would have generally lower rates for the scrolls, and depending on which treasure spawn, maybe lower or a little higher than usual, maybe a little lower than usual. It depends on what spawn you're doing. As for this one, I don't know why they don't talk about the rates. I mean, it's still an item you have to obtain through jackpot, but the rates for the summoning scrolls, my guildmates seen this thing. My guildmates say it's high. I'm not sure if it's gonna be high or not, but I'm not saying like all of you who do this will get scrolls on their first try. It's not gonna happen usually ever unless you just start off the game. What they're trying to say is, my guild is trying to say, like, if you get the jackpot around 4 times, you're probably going to get a scroll. That's how common they're talking about these scrolls being. I have no clue though myself. Anyways, going on from there, they offer 1,200 to 1,400 medals in the chest, and then for the spawn right here, they offer 50 to 200 per each. Now, unlike this one, they offer, I think, 1,300 medals in total, but this one right here, they offer like 1,000 in one chest, but they don't do that for the other one. So this is more of a high risk, high reward when it comes to medals, because with the 2 spawns you could get 2k medals, but then the other spawn you could probably get 1,400 or so, because they offer 1,000 right in one chest. Unlike the other spawn, the treasure spawn, they don't offer 1,000 in one chest. The highest they offer in one chest is 700, but with this one they offer 1,000 in one chest, so you can get multiple medals quicker possibly. But remember, there's rates. This one they're more split up, so you have a higher chance of getting medals overall, unlike this one. But if you do this one and if you get the chest, then you're gonna get more medals out of the chest than you would in this one. So they're split up in this one compared to this one, where if you get them, you'll get more instead. Moving on from there, the item rewards. They're all 10k each, so I will talk about the monsters individually. As for the items though, I wouldn't really recommend going for the spawn. I mean, I'm not the spawn, but like the items in the spawn, are good, no doubt the benefit. But the issue is, you could waste 10 spawns doing this, or 2, and honestly the average would be around 6, and I wouldn't say it's going to be worth it for these weapons. These weapons are good, but these weapons are not worth spending a crap ton just to get just one. But anyways, if you're interested in the weapons at all, this soldier, if you don't have the Defender Testament already, I think you can only stack this once, maybe twice. Get this because it's also another way you're going to be able to increase your DPS as a soldier. This will help increase your DPS as an archer. For the skill that activates with this skill, the defense and the magic defense of the target will be reduced by half. This is great for healers, because when you heal, I think you have a chance to have like a continuous heal like 5% of their HP for every 5 seconds for 10, so that is very good. You might also want that. You might also want the seals. The seals pretty much do what the regular testaments do: increase physical, magical, or how much HP is healed by chance. and it recovers 5 cost on top of that, and it does not have bad proc rate. I can tell you myself personally because I own a bunch of lances that have seal of attack. I only have 3 equipped, but I usually see it proc as much as probably Physical Testament XXL, so it's very good. And then these opening skills are also very good. They are good for Coliseum and 1v1s because each and every round you're doing a Coliseum or a 1v1 or just a free player versus player. Let me say free player versus player. Every round it starts over, the opening skill will start over as well, and with this opening skill it can be very OP, and if you need something to help increase the ability power of moves that you get from Tower of Judgment, these sung weapons will do the trick. As for the sung armor and all that stuff, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't really worry about it. Anyways, going on with the monsters themselves, I would only really, if you're going for the spawn, if you're going for like something overall, I would really only worry about maybe Grummery and Venus most of all. Venus would be the one I worry about most because of her waterlock. A waterlock is not really useful yet, at least for guild battles. It's useful for Coliseum because you will find people with Tristan and Horus and they will spam them. And another water monster I can't think of, I think it's the water dragon one, can be useful for that as well. But overall, a lot of water Unisons are kind of in the background, back current, underground. They're not really all that good, to be honest. The meta is not really based on water monsters, so water monsters are not really worrisome at all. So they don't really have much. You have a couple good monsters out there that you could ban that are water based. But I've seen somebody use this on our team, and I was sitting there looking at him like, you're aware that does nothing, right? Like, it doesn't, because like not a lot of people use water monsters. I mean, somebody might use Tristan, but that's like somebody. That's like probably 1 out of 20 people you meet. It's not as useful. There will be a time, I believe, well, maybe the water lock will be useful. So definitely, Venus will become very, very good sometime soon. But as for now, it's not very useful. I mean, for Coliseum it is, but other than that, I mean, it's not really useful right now. Waterlock will be useful eventually though, so keep in mind it's going to be a good ability for the future. Not really right now because there's not a lot of water monsters out there, especially when they keep coming out with star monsters. Like, we're at the point where star is going to be the new meta, not water. I don't think water is going to be the meta for a while because they keep coming out with stars. Anyways, going on from there, Grummery Summer Art is the highest. This is the best stat sticker out there, and is the highest cost monster. I mean, not highest cost, the highest uni battle score monster in gem spawns, because she's the only 35 cost being the highest in gem spawns with potential count. She's the only one with potential count, so she is very good for both of those reasons. As for the other two, Repti is good, but Repti's definitely not worth 10k scrolls. If you get her scroll through the treasure spot itself, definitely a good pull. I would keep her. I wouldn't waste her. I wouldn't get rid of her. She does help increase the attack and magic attack buff limit. She does pretty good damage. She buffs as well on top of it, and she has unique use and gouge gains on top of all that, so she's definitely a good monster to have. She's not bad to actually use. As for Bastit's pretty much the same thing as the old one, except this one has higher cost. Instead of recovering 20 cost, this one recovers cost recovery speed, and the old one had cast frenzy, this one cast beast. Now that's a big rip because frenzy would have been very useful, especially late endgame, because I don't know why I keep saying that endgame, because when you hit endgame, those monsters or whatever you like to fight in player versus enemy love to cast stuff that has a lot of status alignments and love to cast stuff that debuffs you a lot. With frenzy, it nullifies both of those. On top of it, removes the stuff you already have that's bad for you. So frenzy would have been a lot more useful than beast. Beast just casts a ward, pretty much leaves you at 1 HP instead of knocking you out, gives a 60% boost in magic attack and attack, and only cast it on your character on top of it. Stupid. Frenzy is also casted only on your character. If Beast was cast on all allies, I definitely say this is a worth it monster, but it's only going to be cast on yourself, and that's the issue. It removes stats alignments and debuffs as well, but again, when you're late game, those monsters love to just throw a bunch of debuffs and status alignments at you. So just casting one beast that removes them once is not going to really help save you from that. Maybe for a couple seconds, like 20 maybe or something like that. But overall, it's not going to really help too much. With that being said, I would see this more as it's a good spawn, but it's a pretty pricey spawn. So keep that in mind. With that being said, if you don't mind spending, go ahead. If you need these monsters, go ahead. Repti, Gremory, all the star monsters in here. The star monsters are very good, especially Gremory. Like, if you're looking for score, Uniboost score, Gremory is the monster to go out of all of them. Repti is also as well. A lot of people still love to use light and dark monsters for no particular reason. So having a star is always going to be helpful because star has 2 strengths. There's 2 elements weak against Star. Star is the only one with that type of advantage on the field, so Star is the meta element. So, and on top of it, Gremory is the only one with not cost, but hidden potential. So if you get her hidden potential high enough, or even 1, she will have more score than any 35 cost out there that you could get from the gem spawn. With that being said, I hope this helped out, and I will see you in the next video. This is the AzureWrath. Oh yeah, before I say that, apologize for not coming out with this video earlier. I recorded it twice and then realized that my phone storage was low, so now that I got to do that, thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. This time I'm out. Peace.